Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a popular personal finance book written by Robert T. Kiyosaki. It emphasizes the importance of financial education, investing, and building assets to achieve financial independence. The book contrasts the financial philosophies of the author's Rich Dad, his best friend's father, and Poor Dad, his biological father. It offers valuable insights and mindset shifts regarding money and wealth building. Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a personal finance classic that aims to challenge conventional beliefs about money and wealth. The book revolves around the author's two father figures, referred to as Rich Dad and Poor Dad. Rich Dad is the father of the author's best friend, and he is portrayed as a successful entrepreneur and investor with a different approach to money than Poor Dad, who is the author's biological father and follows traditional financial advice. Key points from the book: the importance of financial education. The author emphasizes that traditional education often lacks essential financial knowledge, leading people to be trapped in the rat race of working for money without understanding how to make money work for them. Assets versus liabilities. The book discusses the difference between assets and liabilities. Assets are things that put money in your pocket, while liabilities take money out of your pocket. The key to financial success is acquiring income-generating assets. Mindset shift. To achieve financial independence, the book suggests adopting an entrepreneurial mindset and thinking like an investor, focusing on building assets and creating passive income streams. Taking risks. The book encourages readers to overcome their fear of taking risks and to learn from failures, as they are essential components of success. The power of leverage. Leverage, in the form of financial instruments and other people's expertise, can accelerate wealth building and increase returns. Understanding taxes and legal structures. Learning about taxes and legal entities can significantly impact your financial situation. The book advises seeking professional advice to optimize tax strategies. Working to learn versus working for money. The book proposes that working for money alone will not lead to financial freedom. Instead, working to gain valuable skills and knowledge can open up new opportunities. Mind your own business. Building a business or investing in income-generating ventures can be more lucrative than relying solely on a job. Remember that this summary provides only a brief overview of the book's main themes, and reading the full book will give you a more comprehensive understanding of Robert Kiyosaki's ideas on personal finance and wealth building. The main framework of Rich Dad, Poor Dad revolves around contrasting the financial philosophies and approaches of the two father figures. Rich Dad and Poor Dad, as presented by the author, Robert T. Kiyosaki. The book is structured around a series of lessons and anecdotes that illustrate the fundamental differences in mindset and actions between the two men. Here's a breakdown of the main framework. The introduction. The book begins with the author explaining how he had two father figures in his life, each with distinct attitudes towards money and financial success. He introduces Rich Dad as the father of his best friend, who became his mentor, and Poor Dad as his biological father. The rich don't work for money. One of the central themes of the book is introduced early on. The author argues that the rich focus on acquiring assets that generate income and work to build wealth, whereas the poor and middle class primarily work for money without building sustainable wealth. Why teach financial literacy? Kiyosaki highlights the lack of financial education in traditional schooling and explains how it can lead to financial struggles and perpetuate the rat race of working for money. Mind your own business. This lesson emphasizes the importance of starting and running a business to create income streams and build assets, rather than solely relying on a job for financial security. The history of taxes and the power of corporations. The author delves into the historical context of taxes and explains how understanding tax laws and utilizing legal entities like corporations can significantly impact one's financial success. The rich invent money. Kiyosaki explains how the rich leverage their financial intelligence and creativity to create money and invest wisely, while the poor tend to save and spend without considering the bigger financial picture. Work to learn, don't work for money. This lesson promotes a growth mindset and lifelong learning, suggesting that acquiring valuable skills and knowledge can lead to financial independence and opportunities for growth. Overcoming obstacles.